This is the McClish Team home inspections, and we're shooting this quick tutorial video to help all of our realtor friends with a few tips on how to use our reporting system. So after one of our inspectors has completed an inspection for you, you will receive an email that looks something like this one right here. On that email, you'll have a button here that says View Residential Inspection. When you click that, you'll have a web page pop up. That is your report. So this is this reporting system. You can use both an HTML or web page version of the report, or you can view the report as a PDF. So I'm going to talk to you first about the web page version. Here is your landing page, and if you take a look over on the left side, this is like your table of contents. So you can see each section of the inspection broken down for you, inspection details, exterior, garage, and so on. And then these are all interactive, so if you click on any one of these, then it's going to take you to that section of the report. Also, you can see that a number over here next to each one of these sections, and that number indicates the number of comments that the inspector made in that section of the report. So for instance, say we want to view the building and structural components section of the report, and we know that there's going to be 3 comments under there. When I click on building structural components, over in the right viewing section here, it's going to take me directly to section 6, building structural components. And then I'm going to know that there's going to be 3 comments. So you can see the comments right here, comment 6.1.1, 6.5.1, and 6.5.2. Those numbers correspond with the section of the report. Now you'll also notice here that under this section I can see an overview of the section, as well as information about that section. Informational items are things like foundation type. Maybe it's a finished basement, maybe it's an unfinished basement, maybe it's on a crawl space or some combination. You'll see that information all entered here. And then any limitations that the inspector ran into, such as this basement was partly finished, so he couldn't see all of the structural elements fully because they were covered. Now you'll notice if I scroll down a little bit, here are 3 comments. So you can see this one in particular. First of all, it's in red. Red and orange are distinguished from one another. Red indicates items that are a little bit more serious, so we put them in, the inspector considered that to be a health and safety issue, or perhaps a higher cost, more concerning in the home to repair. Orange indicates more routine defects that are fairly typical. So we'll see here that the item in the red includes a photo. So he had, when the inspector was inspecting here, he noted horizontal cracks in the foundation, which are indicative of some structural movement. He's got a picture of the crack right here that extends along horizontally along the foundation wall. So you can kind of see how these comments are categorized. For another example, I can go to electrical, and I can see the same sort of format here. So we have a couple of, an improper splice in the main panel, and then we've got a picture that describes that. So it's fairly easy to navigate this way using the table of contents and then the viewing pane. Now sometimes you want to just know or see a list of all of the items that were commented on, and you'd prefer to bypass the routine, educational, or informational elements. You can do that right up here at the top. You see you have the selections, full report, summary, and major. So if I want to see the full report, that's what I'm under right now. You see this is a little bit lighter color. I'm under the full report view here on the web page. Now I can click on summary, and what that'll take me to is just bullet pointed all of the items that the inspector found. So you can see section 2, exterior, with its 16 comments. They're just going to be all kind of listed up here, the 16 comments that were found, and you can enter each one and view it that way. Now sometimes you want to even have more drilled down view of what's going on in the home, and you only want to see those items that were considered larger ticket items or health and safety items. And so we can view that here in a bullet point fashion by clicking on the major option here at the top of the screen. So when I click on major, all it's going to show me are those items that are in red, those items that the inspector felt were health and safety or higher cost for repairs. Now this is all great, and it's a web page version of it, but perhaps you prefer to see a PDF, or you want to print this out so that you can review it on paper. You can do that as well. There is a PDF version, and this has several options and enhancements over our previous reporting system as well. So when I click on PDF here, I can see either a PDF summary of the report, where I can print out just the comments alone as opposed to all of the educational and informational elements. Or I can also view the PDF full report. I have summary and full report. So when I click on full report, it's going to take me to a new tab where I have the entire report that can be printed out. With in the full report version of it, it is more interactive than previous PDF versions. So I can on this table of contents on the second page, I can click on each of these. They're hyperlinked so that if I want to go directly to the attic section, I can click on attic from the table of contents and it'll take me to section 5, attic. If I want to just scroll down from the top, it's going to look something like this. I'm going to have the table of contents first, then I'm going to have a summary of all of the items that were found. These are also hyperlinks that will take me directly there if I click on them. And then if I continue to scroll, of course, it'll be first section 1 with information, limitations, and then of course the actual any actual comments that were found. So here's a for instance. We know that there were, from previously looking at it, there were 16 comments underneath of the exterior section. So here I am on the exterior section, section 2 in the PDF. As I scroll down, I can see the information. I can see any limitations that the inspector noted, and then it will begin. 2.1.1, there's a negative grading issue. 2.2.1, there's a driveway walkway settlement. 2.3.1, missing railing on the deck, and so on. And of course, any pictures are going to be clearly lined up underneath this section where their comment is. So you can see 2.4.1, soffits and fascia, there's some damage. And we have the pictures that show what damage was present. And as you continue on through the report, you'll see the same. Any of the items that are listed as major or higher health and safety or higher cost to repair, they're going to have a bright red indicator that that's what they are. And so you can continue to scroll and browse through. You can read the full report. With this PDF version, you can print it, and it'll include everything that the prior reporting system included. Well, I hope that this has been informational for you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to the McClish team. You can reach us through our website, McClishTeam.com, or give us a call at 303-586-1494. We'd love to hear from you.